Hi, thanks for joining us. We're here in the Dandenong Ranges outside Melbourne, and this is the house where 3 people lost their lives in yesterday's firestorm. A young married couple died in the cellar when the blazing floor above collapsed on top of them. And then late today, a 3rd body was found, thought to be a woman neighbour who sought refuge with the young couple. And here's the tragic irony in all of this. It's been raining here nearly all day. We've been shivering in temperatures of 17 degrees, down from 40 degrees yesterday, where this place was like the inside of a blast furnace. If only the rain could have come 24 hours earlier. Altogether, 44 homes were burnt to the ground yesterday, and many of the residents got out just in the nick of time with nothing more than the clothes they were wearing. And Rachel Friend has spent the day with some of those who are now trying to pick up the pieces.
Where do you start cleaning this up?
I've asked myself that 100 times. Where do you start? Do you pick it up and put it somewhere else, or do you just do what I do, walk away? Come back later.
For many of the residents of Ferny Creek in the Dandenongs, this morning was a haze of confusion, devastation and emotion.
You look around as to what's left and it's waste. Waste.
The fire which ravaged the ranges yesterday left almost nothing in its wake. Some were luckier than others, but all were shell-shocked, unable to fully fathom what was left of their street and their lives. Ray Crummins remained with his property as the fire tore up the mountain. It was a decision which saved his home.
Sure, that's somewhere to sleep, but I've got nothing to pay the bills with. That's it.
He lost his livelihood, more than $100,000 worth of stock.
You try and control a bushfire with a piece of carpet is ludicrous. But
that man's a hero.
He did well?
He did well. He really did well.
The ferocious fire that ripped through the Dandenongs yesterday left many people asking themselves the same question. Their predicament made all the more frustrating by the suggestion that these fires were deliberately lit.
Young kids especially, I mean, they just don't understand the devastation that they caused.
Jody Wallace returned to the remnants of his home with his eldest son Ben.
We just pulled out what we could see, but you know, we've lost a lot of very valuable and sentimental things.
Because I don't want to live in some other house, I want to stay in my house.
You know, there's probably 3 years blood, sweat and tears down the drain here, but you know, we'll walk through, that's fine. You know, we're all right.
It's really good for the dirt and the ash though, isn't it?
For many families, it's literally now a case of starting over, right from the very bare essentials.
it's weird not having undies.
Rob and Anne-Marie Shue fled from their home with just the clothes on their backs.
As every hour of the day goes on, I suddenly realise I have no makeup, I have no shampoo and stuff like that. We went out and bought toothbrushes at about midnight last night from the supermarket.
I'll just take very grey ones, eh?
Are your size?
But already they're looking ahead.
You know, and I've got to get back to work, and I've got to have a base to work from, and Marie's got to have, you know, kids have got to have a base to work from to go to school, and, you know, that starts next week. I mean, it's all, there's so many things to try and think about.
While the fires robbed so many of so much, the community's determined it won't take the soul of the place.
They can take everything else, but they can't take your spirit. Fight back. Build again. Start all over.
Rachel Friend reporting there, and with me now is Mr. Taz Boyce, whose home is only one of 2 still standing in this direct area. How lucky were you?
Very lucky indeed. Fire came up and split in 2 directions, went right around the house, all the garden's gone. I've got one cracked window and the house is intact.
And the fire actually forked around your house?
Apparently, yes.
Now, your neighbours are the people who lost their lives, the young couple in their 20s. Did you know them well?
I knew them, but I didn't know them well.
And also the 50-year-old lady who also perished with them, we think she was also a neighbour, is that right?
Yes, that's true.
And you knew her fairly well?
Yes.
How well did you know her?
We've been good neighbours for about 8 years now, and haven't seen much of her in the last couple of years, but I knew her pretty well.
You're still in shock, aren't you?
I guess I am.
Yeah. And how good a job did all the fireys and the volunteers do?
Terrific, absolutely terrific.
Now, your cat had a miraculous...
Yes, he normally waits for me out here in the driveway and in the garden there, and when I got back this morning I feared the worst. He wasn't inside. If there's a cat flap, he can get in if he wants to. But after half an hour I was sort of saying, well, he's gone. And I opened the garage doors and he was in here. Someone had presence of mind to open the garage doors and fling him in and shut the doors on him.
And do you know who that was?
No, I don't know. Probably one of the fire brigades.
So what did you do yesterday? You were evacuated, obviously.
No, about midday I went shopping down Upper Gully, and when I was down at Upper Gully I found that there was a fire at Callarama and Montrose, but I couldn't get back, so I stayed the night at Roval.
And expected to come back and find what?
I didn't know what to expect.
Certainly not your house still standing, I guess.
No.
And your reaction when you saw your neighbours?
Well, it was pretty tragic.
How many homes directly around here have been destroyed?
From Quarter Avenue, where I came in today, that's 200 metres away, that would be 6 homes gone.
Directly within a 200-metre area?
Yes. And there's more down below in Mount View Road as well.
And you were saying today even the rosellas were back this morning?
Yes, I feed rosellas out by that bird bath, and I leave birdseed for them. And today they were back there, so I put some more birdseed for them, and I'm glad to see that not everything has perished.
Now, where do you go to now?
Well, I won't be leaving here. I'm going to a friend's place tonight. There's no power. It's a pretty miserable place to be by yourself, and I'll be going to Roval tonight, but I'll be staying. I'll be here for a long time yet.
You were saying with all the volunteers and the police and the fire is still here that you need the company?
It has been good company and seeing people around, I guess, yes.
Did you find it eerie when you returned?
Yes.
It's almost surreal, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, thanks very much for joining us. Don't go away. We'll be straight back after the break.
Program proudly brought to you by Nissan Pulsar. Just wait till you drive it.
You know how it can feel to use ordinary soap on your face. So why use it on your body?